Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are all doing great. If you're new here, my name is Dana. I am a homeschooling mama to 4 little ones, and I cannot believe that this fall I'm going to have a 3rd grader, 2nd grader, a preschooler, and my baby's going to be 2. It's so crazy. So crazy to think about. Anyway, welcome. I'm so glad to have you guys here. And as you can tell from the title down below, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my top 10 unit study picks for this year. Now, this is in no way saying that I'm going to do all 10. I am 100% not going to do all 10. These are just kind of the 10 that I'm deciding between when it comes to what I want to do with my kiddos. Before I actually decide which ones I am going to print off or to purchase, I will probably end up asking them their input on exactly what it is that they want to do. I picked these top 10 based on things I would like them to learn, but at the end of the day, when it comes to unit studies, I want it to be interest-led or child-led. So the way our family has incorporated doing unit studies in the past has just been doing those simple, kind of like 3 to 5 day studies, where it's enough to just take a whole week off of our formal academics and just focus on doing an interest-based or a child-led learning week, where we are only studying what the child is interested in. And I love doing that. It's a great way to kind of break up the school year while still learning, because they get to pick whatever it is that they want to do a deep dive into. And I love that. If you guys are new here, our family is currently not doing any type of a formal science curriculum. So a lot of our science is child-led and interest-based learning based on what they want to learn about. It can be like living books, hands-on books, a lot of library trips, depending on what it is that they want to learn about. And what I found and what I love about doing science this way is it's giving the children the opportunity to really become masters at the subject because they're thoroughly interested in it. Like my little guy is 100% about turtles and reptiles, and he could probably tell you anything you want to know about turtles and reptiles, and I love that. Like I love giving him the opportunity to just feast upon all kinds of just beautiful ideas when it comes to things that he genuinely is interested in. And then my daughter right now, she's really into puppies, so getting her all the books about like puppies, the breeds of dogs, how to take care of them, and things like that has just been something that she's really been into. So finding unit studies and books that really are catered to exactly what our children are interested in, I have just loved doing that for our formal science. With all that being said, however, the 10 unit study picks that I'm going to be sharing with you today are things that I would like them to learn, but they are also things that I know that they will be interested in. All that being said, let's go ahead and get into the first unit study I picked out. So the first unit study I have picked out, and again, this is a smaller company that I hadn't heard of until I was doing some research here, but that's the company Books and Willows. And this unit study is the Human Body Unit. It's the Curious Trails Nature Study. I again love that they incorporate all things nature and then as well as the human body together. I love how they combine these two. But this is a $10 unit study. And I'll read a little bit of the description here, but this is: join us on a unique journey to explore how our bodies are nurtured by nature through the air we breathe, the water we drink, the sunlight, and the soil. We'll follow an oxygen molecule from an oak tree through our respiratory system. The next unit study I think would be fun to do like for a morning time or for like that breakfast time when I'm doing a devotion or evening devotion before bed. I honestly really love doing our family devotions and Bible time in the night because it's the last thing my kids are pondering and thinking about before they go to bed, and I love that. I really, really love that. Anyway, this is called Find Him in the Forest Unit Study on Etsy, and again, I'll have these all linked down below, but I thought this was beautiful. This is on the attributes of God. It's a forest study, homeschool unit study, names of God, character of God, nature study, and I love the way they do this. The illustrations are beautiful. They go through the fruit of the Spirit, the names of God, there's scripture memory, there is copy work as well, and I just thought this unit study in particular looked beautiful, and again, a great enrichment thing if you're needing a guide for that Bible time or devotion time for your family. So a curriculum that you guys are probably all familiar with, I found out about it probably last year, and ever since I've always kind of wanted to get one of the units to see how it would go. These are much larger units and therefore more expensive, but you do get a lot of beautiful content within the price. So this is a $25 unit study, and this is from the company called Campfire Curriculums. Again, it is a very well-known curriculum here on the online space, but the unit that I am really interested in doing is called Survive. It's Live Off the Land. This would be a wonderful unit to do. I love to do this with our children, just to learn either foraging skills, how to start a basic campfire, things like that I would just love for them to know, and I believe the knowledge that's actually very useful. And I don't know, there's just something about it. It looks absolutely beautiful, as you can see in the inserts here. And this is probably, even though it's the most expensive unit study here, is probably one of my top picks as far as wanting to do, just because of the content itself. It's something that my kiddos will 100% want to learn about, which then therefore makes it even, you know, that much better. So the next one I'm going to share about is actually, I take it back. It is more expensive than the Campfire curriculums. And I think I highlighted this one because the illustrations were stunning. They were absolutely beautiful. I looked at this and I immediately fell in love with just the whole idea of it, but it is also along the same lines of living off the land. This is a homesteading and sustainable living elementary unit study. I was looking through this and it might be slightly above what my first grader now wants to do in my preschooler. So I'm trying to find something that everyone will want to do together as far as the grades will work together, and make sure there's different elements of each thing, because my little ones, when one person does something, they kind of all want to do the same thing. So I'm kind of making sure that this is going to work for preschool all the way up through that 3rd grade level. Anyway, this is the Arbor and Sprout Homesteading and Sustainable Living Unit Study. As you can tell from the inserts here, it is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So this is the elementary level homeschool unit study curriculum. This unit study features 4 weeks of lessons plans and materials covering all 9 of our core subjects, plus a playful supplemental section of thematic activities. This unit study is meant for use by children ages 3 through 12. The reason why, again, I highlighted this is, again, looking for that larger unit study where we want to cover a lot of the kind of sustainable homesteading type topics, living off the land, with all the ages involved. And so that's why I loved this one in particular, is it really did provide that. But again, it's absolutely beautiful. It really is. And it does incorporate living books and everything like that you can use along with it. So it's probably my second pick. My next one is also another one from Arbor and Sprout, and this would be probably my I'm getting everything in not in order here, because I want to say this is probably my number 1 pick, but I don't know, like the homesteading one is amazing too. Anyway, this is again from that same company, and it is the Home Economics Elementary Unit Study, and this looks incredible. So for week 1, you're going to do what other major food groups. In week number 2, you're going to be going to how bread is made. You're going to learn how to churn your own butter, make your own salad dressing. And then week number 4, you're going to be cooking. And there's also things like green cleaning and natural ant control, aromatherapy, health and hygiene. And there's also within here, there's also some language arts that has to do with homemaking words, the tale of Mrs. Tittlemouth, reading, writing, history. You're going to learn about fine china, aprons, work schedules, cookbooks. For geography, it's just like, it's incredible. And there's also music in here. This just looks like probably one of the richest unit study companies I've come across that just covers everything that I want to teach my little ones, while also being topics I also think are very valuable. Like home economics is very, very valuable to teach all of our children. And so I thought this would be a really, really great one. Now this one, it might be slightly above their grade level. So this is the one thing that I'm not sure yet about, that I just have to do some more researching into. But if you look at all of the printouts and all the cutouts that you can do with this, they are just darling. They are so sweet. And I know my preschooler would just adore these, as well as my little 2-year-old here. She would just have a ton of fun with this unit in particular. So after looking at that home economics unit study from Arbor and Sprout, I did go onto Etsy to see if I could find a more simple one and one that would cover all the things. And even though it didn't cover everything, this is also a really, really good option. This one is called 36 Gentle Lessons in Home Economics. This one is only $12, but it covers everything that I would want to teach when it comes to teaching my children about home economics. So I wanted to highlight this one as far as being a more affordable option for if you're wanting to do things like that. I didn't see a ton of home economic choices when it came to unit studies. So if you do know of any more, let me know down below, because I would love to just love to look at them. Another home economics one I did find, and again, once I saw that one, that large one, I just like went on a rabbit trail and started researching all the different home economics ones. Here's another one from Etsy that I thought was really, really beautifully done. And this is all about the home economics math. It's all about baking conversions. So it's your cups to pints to quarts to gallons and etc. I thought this would be a great option, especially as we do love baking together. The printouts are also very, very adorable. So it's all about math. So So this is a math unit, and I think the 1st and 2nd grade level could easily do this, because this is stuff that we're learning in our math right now currently. So this would be a great option, and it is $9.99, so that's $10. And I just think it is beautifully done. Very, very good quality on this one. So that's the math home economics unit study, which is again going up there on the top of my list for things that I do want to do with my kiddos. So I did go back to Arbor and Sprout. I did not even realize that most of these are from this company, so I'm sorry. I wanted to find some more like affordable options. Now they do have some $12 unit studies as well. One of them that I actually wanted to do is an outdoor survival skills morning basket. This one I wanted to specifically get for my preschooler. It's a smaller one, it's only $12. And the ages for this one are ages 2 through 6. So I love this. You can get some larger survival skill units on this company, but this one I just really liked the printout specifically, and I know my preschooler would fall in love with these. But they have outdoor adventure flashcards, they have memory match games, there's cutting activities, numbers in a row, there's addition cards, lacing cards, puzzles, word families, number or letter. And this is just the perfect kind of grade level for that preschooler who just wants something fun and hands-on and special just for them. And then the last one is again from the same company, only it is a camping, like a camping theme. So I guess I have most of my unit studies from that company, but they are just beautifully, beautifully done. I actually like them a little bit better than Gather Round, because we have done Gather Round in the past, but this has more like of the hands-on activities and more of that unit study feel and less of the academic feel, if that makes sense. So I was just really excited about finding that company in particular. If you do want to find just a simple unit study based off of whatever it is that your child is interested in, Etsy is probably my top pick, as well as teacherspayteachers.com. They just have a ton of incredible resources. Well guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed seeing what some of my top unit study picks are. And until my next video, you guys have a great day wherever you're doing, and God bless. Bye guys.